Hi, I'm Tim Berglund, and we are going to connect to DataStax Enterprise with Java. We've got a few recipes that tell you how to set up DataStax Enterprise locally. Once it's up and running, you'll probably want to do something with it. If you're a Java developer, you'll want to use the Java driver. To run this recipe, you'll need three things installed: Git, JDK 8, and DSE 4.8 or higher. Start by cloning this repository from GitHub. It's already set up with a build process and some scripts to help you get started. Run SQL Shell from the project root directory. That'll make it easier to run the CQL script that sets up the schema and loads a little bit of sample data for you. The example program is just a single class with a main method that exercises the DataStax Java driver a little bit. You can edit the program any way you like, but here I'm showing you the procedure for creating IntelliJ IDEA project files locally and opening it up in IDEA. Let's walk through the code a little bit before we run it. The main method builds a cluster object, telling it the address of a contact point in the cluster. This is just the IP address of one of the cluster nodes. And since it's a single node cluster, that's easy enough to come up with. Then we specify the key space we want to connect to, and we get a session object back. This is the primary entry point for the whole API. With the session object, we can make prepared statements and directly execute queries and do more. Our main method is just going to insert a new record with a prepared statement, then do a select and print out the results. We can even go back into CQL shell and verify using CQL that it did the right thing. Of course, in production Java code, you don't put all your code in a main method. You've got all kinds of options for how you organize your application, but those are all beyond the scope of this recipe. What we do have is a solid way to connect to Cassandra using Java.